Happy Sunday. Hi, everybody. Hi, Christine. I see you. Hi, everybody. How is everyone doing? Somebody tell me that they please have sunshine today. Oh, good. Ohio has sun. It is so cold here in New York today. And it's raining and it's yucky and it's one of those days that you want to curl up with either a good book or a good movie and just get a pot of soup going on the stove and just kind of sit back. So I am working away on my lion's quilt. I worked on it, I think, a couple weeks ago. Here's the block. There. I'm trying to see where the best. See, there's the block. Turns out really, really scrappy. I know, happy spring. It doesn't feel like spring today at all. Oh, thank you, Hazel. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Kathy. Wow, holy cow, guys. Oh, good, Lee Allen. I'm so happy. Somebody has sun. I know, Karen. I feel the same way. Except for we had a gorgeous day yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous. So I guess I can't get too upset over today. Cindy, that's what I'm going to do when live is over with. I have some computer work to do, so I'm going to go curl up on the couch and get my stuff done there. I know, isn't Gail's blanket really pretty? I love those. Hi, Teresa. So I'm just sitting here working on that. One of you ladies asked me what I had been working on lately. And so I thought I'd bring out an example of what I've been doing at night. And most of you know, a lot of you know, that we've been going back and forth to Rochester a lot. We're emptying out my father-in-law's, Bob Father's house. So getting it ready to sell. So consequently, each way is about 40 minutes. And so what I do is I sit there and either knit or crochet. So I'll show you what I've been able to accomplish during our road trips. So that's the end product. Oh, I just want to curl up with this thing. So this is what it looks like when you finish knitting it. It's a bag. And if I can get to it's kind of hard because it's so big right now. The red is the base. And then the rest of this is all the rest of the bag. All right. And what you do is, this is the basket weave stitch. My mother-in-law taught this to me. And I just absolutely love this stitch. But this is made with 100% wool. I love it. Just absolutely, positively love it. But when you get done knitting it, I know, Christine, I love the basket weave. You can knit it or crochet it, and I chose to crochet. All right. So then once you get done doing this part of it, you take it and you wash it. And they suggest that you wash it with like blue jeans, or I actually put a pair of my Crocs in with it. My Crocs needed to be washed. So I put my Crocs in with it. This one's not washed yet, so remember what it looks like. Well, I can hold both of them up. And then this is what you get. This bag is all done. So there's this bag. Now I did 5 different colors with this yarn. It takes a total of 6 220 yard skeins, okay? So here's the bottom. Wait till you see the design on the bottom. Oops, I had a change in there. Look at the design on the bottom. Isn't that the coolest? I just love the design. I think it's really, really pretty. And if the yarn wasn't so dark, there, now you can see it if I adjust the camera. Isn't it cool? I just love it. So I made this one first, okay? And then I made this one afterwards. So this one turns into this, which I gotta tell you, today I took it, I had to run to the store. I took this to the store as my bag, and I just put everything I bought in there. And as you can see, because of my change, I dropped my change right into it. And now I've dropped it on the floor, but yes, you wash it in really, really, really hot water. And I do mean really hot, Kim. So I put it in the washing machine on the hottest water I could get. And I filled it, and I left it for the absolute longest soak time that I could have. So I almost think it was like almost an entire hour. And then I went through all of the normal cycles on it. The first time I washed it, I only washed it with the bag. The second time I washed it with the bag and my crock. And then it works, okay? I used to knit soap socks. Yeah, and they felt in the bath when you scrub, yes. So what I did, because I didn't want to scrub this great big huge bag. So the second time I did the exact same thing. I left it in the absolute longest that I could, okay? And washed it with a crock, and then it came out like this. So when I go to wash this next, and I threw it right in the dryer. I put it right through the washer and right through the dryer because I really, really wanted it to felt up. I wish I could get a better angle. I'm trying to put it to the light so that you guys can see can you see the pattern? The basket weave? I know you can on the bottom, but I'm kind of hoping you can see it on the sides too. Oh, there, now I think you can see a little bit better. But up close, it is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I love it, and I'm very excited about it. So I've got both of these. I'm going to wash this one again, and then when I wash this one, so I'll put them in together. But look at that basket. You know, holding it when it's cold like this, it really makes me just want to make a blanket with it out of wool. I have a cotton one, but this one makes me want to do a great big huge one out of wool. So that's what I've been working on during our drives. I got to stick it up over there so I don't forget it. Because, you know, you got to keep yourself busy when you're in the car. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, good. I'm glad the pattern showed. Thank you, Kim. You never crocheted the basket weave, Kay? It's a really easy stitch. There's a couple of different tutorials on it, and it's really a very, very easy stitch. Yeah, it just looks great done. I love it. Hi, Tiff. Oh, good. So that's what I've been doing when we've been in the car. Jackie comes home this coming weekend, so there will not be a live next Sunday because Jackie will be home. And then on the 20th of April, we are having my father-in-law's service. So Jackie is coming home for that, and then, you know, after that, I'm not certain if I'm gonna maybe go home with her for a little bit and and spend a little bit of time with her or not. I haven't decided that yet. So that's what we've been doing. No, I haven't done any quilting, but I will show you what I did do. Hang on, let me get this started at least. I have, in fact, it's right here, so it's very easy to show you. The kids gave me a, there, now you can see it. The kids got me the stand for Christmas. They gave me a gift certificate, and I got it, and I put this piece of fabric on it. It's a very nice fabric. So if you remember, I had started this piece. I'll show you. It's just, seeing where it's taking me. I got it on here, and now I'll be able to start working on that. But I got to finish the project I'm on now. So I'd be tired of bunnies too. So I've been working on that. So now that now that I've got my bags done, then I'll go back to doing that at night. But that's too big to even do in the car. The knitting or the crocheting or the hand embroidery is easier to do in the car because of the frame. That one's not. What happened? Yikes, Kim. What did Kim do? Oh, to making the bunnies. Yeah, Lee, the frame is great. I'll have to get the information on it and post it for you. So that's what I've been doing. The kids finished their house, so they are actually moving in. They're there all the time, but they definitely have more work to do. You want to talk about the frame? Hang on, let me get the box and I'll show it to you. Because the box is right over here. I saved it on purpose. So the name of it is Tomorrow's Treasures. Tomorrow's Treasures, Lap Frame and Stand by American Dream Products, and it's 100% wood. All right. So far, I have one con, and the one con was the fact that I had to add this fabric. I wanted a little bit tighter. Okay. All right. Sounds good, Mary. Have fun at the zoo. So this fabric, just because of the fabric itself, I wanted it a little bit tighter. So I was trying to figure out what to do to make it tighter. And what I ended up doing was grabbing these, which I'll undo one and you'll see what it is. These are just, those clips to hold bed sheets in place. If I set it there, will you see it? I think you will. So that's all it is clips that hold bed sheets in place. And it is working fine to stretch it. So that makes me really happy. It fits nicely on my lap so that I can stitch with it, which I really, really liked. Now, I haven't rolled it yet. I have more fabric around here, and I have not rolled it yet, so I don't know that. I'm looking really forward to it for doing stitches like this, which is a little rose stitch. It turns into a rose, little bullions, to see, because I'm always fighting to try to put it together. Yep, that's what they are, Brenda, is fitted sheet holders. And it worked. So I'm very happy with that. It was something I had and it just worked. So I wasn't thrilled with that. I like the fact that these stretcher bars, These things come in all different sizes, so you can get them really small or you can get them really big. I like the fact that I actually could take it off the frame, this part, and just take this part with me. And that makes me happy because I just think it will be really nice to be able to do that. And I would still leave these clips on. And I think then it would travel with me just a little bit tighter, and I obviously could then take it in the car. So if we were to do a long trip, if we go to Kentucky, I'll probably take it off the frame and just take this part with me. So, yeah. Oh, yes, because watch, Brenda, how easy it is. See, you can just flip it like this, and then you've got the other side. So it would be a good one. Okay, and the name of it again, here, let me move it so that it would be a good gift if your mom likes stitching. American Dream Products is the company, okay, and I don't know if this one's called Tomorrow's Treasures, this frame or not. But I really liked it. You know, she can also, if you see it here in the picture, you can also just take it, one half of it off the frame to get to the back. Okay. You got your Moda panel in Layer Cake Moody Bloom. Oh, cool. I know. Isn't that panel beautiful? I was thinking of some type of a star, okay? If you did Sarah's around the Moody Bloom, I was thinking of a star like we did in the center of Sarah's star to do around it, to just border it completely with stars of all different colors, which I think would be really good. Oh, I know, Gail, I don't have mine yet. I'm still waiting for mine, too. I'm really excited. I don't know if mine's coming tomorrow or not. I didn't see a notice. Good morning, Deb. How are you? Hi, Joyce. So that's what I have been doing. What I'm going to do this week is I'm mostly getting ready for Jackie, but I will obviously be out here working a few days. Mr. Wilson's supposed to go to Rochester without me for the first time, so it'll be interesting to see if he does, because I don't know that he will. I have a feeling that I will need to tag along. But I could go and run some errands and get some things done that need to get done for Dad's stuff. So I could do that. So I've been doing that. I'm trying to think. So what's going on with you guys? Have you guys been busy? Are you quilting? What are you doing? Because the weather is really starting to get nice most of the time. Till today. Gail and I both are doing Anna's Basket Block of the Month, which is an Adidas sitar. Yeah, we know that, don't we? Oh, good. It says it will, I know. That sounds pretty, Hazel. You know, Brenda, I've had a really hard time getting into that One Block Wonder. Oh, I'm so glad, Teresa. I actually did, I put my Sarah Star on Mom and Dad's bed for the showing of the house. So I stuck my Sarah star up there. It just looked really nice in their bedroom, so I did that. Yeah, I really had a hard time getting into that One Block Wonder. And everybody was just so excited about it. But I don't know why. Now, I love doing the 4-patch posy, which is basically the same concept, but I just really didn't like it. Okay, it was a beautiful day to do yard work. It really was. It was gorgeous outside yesterday. It was absolutely beautiful, which made me really happy. I love it when that sun finally comes out. You know how us New Yorkers are, especially when we're just coming out of winter. Or quilter. Just finished a quilt card called Harvest by Cozy Quilts. It took my long armor. Oh, good. So your long armor's got it now and they'll finish it up for you. That's fantastic. That is wonderful. Yeah, that's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah. So I have to continue to work on this because this was a class. So I want to get this finished up and then I'll go back to the 5-inch quilt behind me. This is meant for somebody's bed. And so consequently, when I measured it the other day, it's still not big enough. So I'm not quite certain what I'm going to do yet. I haven't figured that out. I got to get the rows that are on it sewn on there. And then I'm going to take a swipe at it. I probably will be doing Gathering Hills online. I'm going to probably be doing it on one of these Sundays. That's a really simple quilt. Oh, Christine, that's wonderful. Where do you what state do you live in? Just out of curiosity. Sammy's working on a quilt for her sister, trying to someone near you with a long arm so that you can get your, oh, good. Oh, fantastic, Sammy. Brenda. Oh, Kathy, you cut your fingers? Oh, okay. Now I get it. UK. All right, Christine, now I understand. Yeah, I bet you that's tough. I don't know any long armors in the UK. If I know we've got a few people from the UK here. If anybody knows of a long armor in the UK, please let Christine know. Yeah, our shops didn't close either. Well, they did a restricted, but they're open. Christine actually lives in Liverpool, UK. So consequently, she's under different circumstances than we are because they totally shut down again. And are there shutdowns now because of Queen Elizabeth's husband's death? I wondered if they were gonna be. Hello from cloudy Oklahoma. Busy moving with my son and daughter-in-law. Just moved some sewing stuff here. Oh, good. So let us know. I know there's a couple people on here that are not in the United States. I know the bulk of the people here are, but yeah. So we got people working on quilts. We got people who've been gardening. What else are you guys up to today? We're busy trying to get ready for my father-in-law's service next week. Okay, so yours was closed down for a while. I knew somewhere here what it was by appointment, so that they could limit the number of people. Now I walked into a shop this morning. It wasn't a quilt shop. It was I needed to get some paint, and it was a small local shop. I walked in there and I totally forgot my mask, but I got in there and realized that I did, and it was just her and I in the shop. So she was okay with it. Otherwise, I would have run out and grabbed it. But I totally forgot it. I didn't even think about it. You know, I go out so rarely that I don't think about it. It never occurs to me. Aw, that's okay. I like quilted journal obsessions. Oh, Canada is? I wondered. Yep, Marla, I had to close the windows too. In fact, we did it last night because we're so close to we are so close to the lake that it gets really cold easily. We stay cold longer into the summer, and then we stay warm longer into the fall. Yeah, I have a Mennonite shop close to me, and they wear masks for the comfort of their customers, but they never closed. Some stores give you masks on entry. Yes, they do. Some do. And mine was right in my car, and she was okay with it. And we just didn't get close to one another. We just were careful, you know? And it was just she and I in the big store, so we were good. Is it like summer in Phoenix? I wondered. I figured you guys were getting nice and warm. You know, it's that time of year for you guys. We can be really cold up until the middle of June usually. I took off part of the top of my finger. Oh no. Oh wow, Gail. There were requirements in New York if you know, like for me, being self-employed and only me, I could stay open. I didn't have to do anything. Oh shoot, what did I spill? My Wonder Clips. So I didn't have to do anything, but I know other people's did. Oh wow. 103 already? No, I'm not ready for that kind of weather. Not at all. Of course, our 103 isn't that nice dry 103. It's really humid when it gets to that. But not as bad as Florida. Florida gets even worse. But so I think that's mostly what I'm going to be doing this week is working on this. I do still have my Moody Bloom fabric to do something with, and I want to make Lion's quilt with it so that you guys can see what a difference this quilt is depending upon what fabric you wear. Oh, Christine, that's good though. Then you don't forget it. You've got it. My best friend did that. She cut off the tops of these 2 fingers last year. But it wasn't with a rotary cutter. I have one woman in one of my classes that makes me really, really nervous when it comes to rotary cutters. Big time nervous. So I have to watch her extra closely because I don't want to see her cut her fingers. I can't imagine how horrible that feels. And the fact that you can't sew. I read something, a thing on Facebook this morning that was saying something about I'm off to my sewing room where I find my creativity and my solitude or sanctuary or something. I don't know, but I thought it was cute. Kind of reminded me of mine. So when I do these blocks, the corner blocks for Lion's Quilt, I absolutely randomly just pick them up and put them on. I don't look at all. At all. I'm not happy with clearly cutter ruler. It slips a lot. Oh, I'd get rid of it then. Don't use it. I know a lot of people don't like creative grids because, hi Wendy, because they're expensive. But I will tell you, I love my creative grids rulers. They are absolutely, this is a creative grids. See, they're easy to see through. They've got a lot of real estate that has that texture on it so that you can, so it doesn't slip so much. It's easy to see through. It's restful on your eyes. It just, everything about this is wonderful. Today, Linda, I'm working on blocks to my Lion's quilt. This is what they look like. This is one block, all squared up. Marla, they're worth it. I know they're more money, but they are absolutely worth it. I can cut all day with my creative grids and my eyes don't get sore at all. And when I use other ones, my eyes hurt. Oh, Nancy, that's a good idea. I'll have to remember that. I usually leave mine hanging in the rearview mirror so that I don't forget it. So, yeah, that's what I normally do. Because I don't want to forget it. So what I do when I work on this is I just randomly pick up my blocks and put them on. I don't change them around. Yes, the strips are 2.5. And then get my blocks on, and I usually work on them in a group of 6 or 8. So I'll do 6 or 8 of these at a time, then I'll stop and press them, and then I'll put, yes, Carrie, creative grids. Grab the creative grids ones. That's what I use, and they're wonderful. A bunch of you ladies all got together. Oh no, the phone got lost in the river, Vanessa. Oh no. Oh, good idea, Marla. Wendy, find yourself a creative grids ruler. You will absolutely love it. It will become one of your best rulers that you use all the time. Did I change the size? Did I change what size, dear heart? Oh, let me grab the table runner. Wendy, let me grab the pattern. I thought it was 2.5. I didn't think it was 2.25. Well, I can measure this and tell you. This is, let me grab the ruler. No, they're 2.5, Wendy. Oh, well, I did mine 2.5. So this is, everybody was asking me on this one. This is Lion's Quilt. That's all it is. So here is the block for Lion's Quilt right here. Let me turn this in. See, there's the block. And then I did 1-inch finished borders on it. All right. And then made a table runner out of it. And I think it's cute. I don't have the pattern for me well, maybe I do have it. Let me double check, dear. I mean, it'll work no matter what size you make it, girls. But I really think it's 2.5. But I could be wrong. I'm going through, picking up my papers. They're 2.5 by 10 inches. The squares are 4 3/4. Sorry, guys. COVID did cause... I know, it does look different one color. I mean, look at, guys. Here is one block that's bordered. Okay. Let me move that. So here's one Lion's Quilt block. You ready? And here's the other one. What a difference, huh? Huge difference. I missed something. Thank you for catching it, Gail, because I missed it. I didn't see that. I'll go back and try to see it. Yeah, they will be absolutely fine at 2 1/4. Yes, Pamela, I do use a Bernina. That's what I've had for a long time. And I made a mistake in the video. I'll have to go try to do it. Yeah, it's 2.5. As long as they're perfect, that's what it makes. Okay, Wendy, it'll be fine either way because of the steps on how you square it up. It won't be a problem. Oh, I wanted to say welcome, Pam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Oh, good. All right. I'm glad you guys are all right. Let me go back. This is my binding. I've already made my binding. I just got to quilt it. Lord, no, I'm not sure when that will happen. Probably won't for 2 years, if not longer. So I'm not going to worry about it, though. Because it'll get quilted when it gets quilted and not before. Right? That's what we say. It'll get done when it gets done and not before. And if it doesn't get done for a long time, that's okay too. I do too, Kay. It's a neat block. And what's really nice about it is you square it up as you go. So as you go, and then you end up having a completely square block, which is wonderful. You just had to trim a lot on that one block. You probably could cut down on the size of your corner blocks, dear, if you wanted to. Oh, now we're going to have a hot flash. But it's a neat quilt. And if you go back and look, I think there actually is a, in the Facebook group, I think there is a, yeah, it does make a second block that's really pretty. If you go back and look in the Facebook group, I actually think there's an entire album with Lions quilt blocks in it. And you'll see them. The difference in every single quilt is amazing to me. It's one of those ones that really, depending on the fabric, will really, really depend upon what happens. Oh, Wendy, I'd love to get rid of them. Rolene, I'm working on Lion's quilt, and that's what I'm doing. I've been working on it little bit by little. I work on about 6 to 8 blocks at a time. I have them all. I have the entire quilt to this stage. Hang on, I'll show you the block. I have the entire quilt to this stage, and now I'll do it to this stage where I add the blocks, and then I'll stop and I'll press them, and then I'll continue on, and then I'll square all those up, then I'll continue on to the next set. I won't, I don't do all of them at once. I kind of mix it up a little bit so that I'm not going crazy with all of them. I like to kind of change it up so that I get to do different steps. Then I don't get as tired of it as fast. But yeah, I'm still working on it in short little spurts, which is good. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on a quilt that I'm going to be standing at the long arm for probably 12 hours tomorrow. So I thought today was a good day to sit down and do this while I think about how I'm going to do the quilt tomorrow. So I figured this was a good thing to do today. I used my Instapot that I got for Christmas for the very first time last night, and it was really cool. Oh, good. Start yours tomorrow. Oh, ladies, we need more. I have not sewn with a baby lock. I looked at them briefly, but you guys all know I'm a Bernina lady. I absolutely love my Bernina. It is just the best. Do you like your Instapot? I found a recipe on Pinterest. It was a chicken with penny pasta, cream cheese, and cheddar cheese, and it was really, really good. Marla, we have an air fryer, and we do use it. I don't use it, I find that I use it for, like, when we'll have hamburgers and stuff. I like it for doing things like French fries or anything like that because it doesn't heat up the house. Oh, I love sourdough bread, Wendy. It's wonderful. Hi, Rolene. 40. Oh, wow. That'll be nice to have the family for dinner. I like air fryers only because it's a thing that you don't have to turn the oven on. I mean, to me, especially in the summertime, anything that we don't have to turn the stove on for is a plus. Just because, it heats up the house and then it gets all stuffy and ugh. My daughter uses my air fryer. When they lived here, she used it quite a bit. And she really liked it. Yeah, I've just done one recipe so far with the Instapot. I hope I use it a lot because it's really nice. Yes, it is, Teresa, but it's a wonderful machine. Just small and yeah. Yeah, I try to stay. Yeah, I mean, at least I think I'm safe with it. I remember when when the pressure cookers were used for canners. I wonder if you can use these for canners. I never thought of that. I should see if you can. I can't wait to make the caramel. Yes, it is. Last night's chicken was delicious. Aw, NorCal, that's wonderful. I love birthday parties. Friends of ours had a birthday party for their great nephew yesterday. He turned 1. I cook a lot of dried beans. 50 minutes. Wow, that's good. Yeah, it does. Yes, Brenda, it does. With our house designs, it's really hard. I told my husband, a summer kitchen in the garage would be nice. So that in the summer, I had a kitchen outside. Last year, when we did all the canning, believe it or not, we did our canning on our grill because it would make it so hot in the house. I couldn't stand it. So we did the canning on the grill. Worked out great. Then I won't take a chat, Suburban. That's not something I'll mess with. Teresa, that's funny. That is funny. I I have 2 machines. One that my best friend uses, that's mine, and then I have this one. That's all I have is 2 machines. And then I have my long arm. But then that's it. But I have a big long arm. You ladies have seen that. Okay, National Center. I typed it backwards. Okay. Yeah, Suburban, I wouldn't try to. Did she Norcat? I got burned yesterday, but only a little bit, and I was careful, but obviously not careful enough. And but then I corrected what I did immediately, and then that was it. And then I didn't. Then I was good the rest of the time I was with it. But it was really nice because it was one of those one pot things. I didn't have to do anything to it before I put it in there. I put it all in there. I put the chicken, the spices, the penny pasta in there. I cooked it. And then when it got done, it said to open it up and add the cream cheese and the cheddar cheese. And I added vegetables. I added green beans because I wanted a vegetable in there at the same time. And I put it back on. They said to carefully stir it, and the cheese would melt. And they said let it sit, and then it would all melt together. And the beans were already cooked. They were actually a bunch of leftover ones from another dinner. And when I got all done, the beans were warm. Everything was warm. Oh yeah, that's not good. Suburban will have to exchange recipes. I cooked I want to cook a pot roast in it here pretty soon. That I will try. And I'm not sure what else yet. I know I'll try a pot roast. I loved that chicken one, so I just have to keep looking. And I'll find recipes to use with it. Yeah, I got all different ones. I gotta turn my iron on. Then you guys, oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you hungry, dear. Oh, Pamela likes hers too. Okay, well, we'll be sharing recipes, ladies, because I need recipes. I need those one-pot ones that I can put it all in when I go in at noon for lunch. And then when I'm done with work at 6, I can go in and it's all ready for me. I don't have to do anything except for maybe add something and just let it stir up or melt or something like that. So I gotta look. So I've been on Pinterest lately doing that. If your roast isn't all apart tender, just put it back on for a few minutes. Somebody else told me that. Ooh, crab legs. I'll come have some with you. I love crab legs. They really wanted to be eaten today. I don't blame you. I love crab legs. Those are good things. It's been so long since we've had those. We had a clambake a few years ago in the summer, and we had all of that. But it's been a while. I guess maybe we'll have to think about that, won't we? Oh, they do have a recipe app? Instapot does? All right, I'll have to go look. My daughter said she did hard-boiled eggs in hers. And I think my sister made caramel in hers, which I think that would be good too. Nice dessert and put fresh caramel on it. Yeah, now I'm making myself hungry. So this is how I go about pressing this. I set my seams first. I think you can see me over here. Yeah, you can. I set my seams first, and then I go back over it like this. And then after I've done that, then I'll take it over to my cutting table and square it. So here's one of my blocks, and it's not square, but it's not supposed to be. See? Look at the little squirrels. Aren't they cute? So I'll get these done. Crab salad does sound good. It really does. Lobster bisque soup sounds really good though too. So, we may have to make some decisions here. We're having leftovers tonight because tonight's not a night with the kids. So we're going to have leftovers tonight. So we can get that refrigerator cleaned up. It needs it. We still have a quite full one. Try Six Sisters on YouTube. Okay, I will. Did you, Kay? I can remember when Bob and I were very first married, we had lobsters one night for dinner. I don't remember what we were celebrating, but we did lobsters, and we brought them home, and they were alive, and we cooked them, and oh, they were so good. They were delicious. Instant Pot makes the best baked potatoes ever. I put it up to 8 at a time, like 20 minutes or less. Teresa, do you put anything in with the potatoes? I wondered that, because I wondered about those. Lobster and crab, oh, I know. They're delicious. Yep. Lobster bisque, crab bisque, any of that stuff is so good. What I make my lobster bisque soup with, what are they called? Lagastinos? I think they are. With that, and then a little bit of crab and a little bit of lobster. So it's got a lot of seafood in it. But it's good. That's what we want. There's another block. I just like this because you don't have to think about it. Oh, you haven't had it since before COVID, have I? I'm trying to think. Yes, you do need to go visit Wendy and your sister and get some seafood. Yes, you do. You absolutely should. So it's just the potatoes. There's no liquid at all. You just put the potatoes in there. Do you cook them on high? What do you cook them on? Because I would like to try that. Yeah, it would be a great way to cook potatoes for Dutch lettuce. Oh, wow. Rolene said because of COVID, her fishermen are selling directly off the boat. Hummingbird cake. Ooh, I'll have to try that one. That sounds good. Absolutely sounds delicious. Well, guys, I cannot believe that I timed this so perfectly. I made, I think, 6 blocks or 8 blocks. I have to count them. And I did it in 1 hour while I talked with all of you lovelies. And so now I can go, I felt something funky. That one's got to go flat. Then I can go trim these up. So I got one more. Hang on, and I'll show you all of them. So then you can see them. I just am so pleased with how these are coming out. These are the fabrics Tilda, and the white background fabric is a Moda. Hang on, almost done. 1 more, 2 more. There we go. All right, let me remember to turn this off because I have forgotten to a couple of times. All right, here's 1 block, 2, 3. I love this one with the bear and the rabbits. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Tiff. So I got 7 done in an hour and chatted, which is fantastic. I'm going to have to go look for that cake. That sounds so good. That's one of those things I have to write down because I don't want to forget it. I honestly don't. We're going to write it down. I'll go check out the Three Sisters YouTube program and see what they've got. Oh, okay. So 1 cup of water. Okay. I'll go look for a recipe for it. All right. I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Okay. I will be back in 2 weeks. Okay. I have to, but because next week Jackie's here. Okay. So I will be back in a couple weeks and I'll miss you guys. You guys have a fantastic week, okay? Make sure you continue to share all your wonderful quilting stuff with me, okay? All right. Bye, everybody.